All right, SV Nomad's first passage. We're getting ready to go. It is Saturday morning, the December 20th. We are going from Port Canaveral down to Fort Pierce. The waves are a little rough. The weather's fine. The waves are a little rough, so we're gotta pick your weather window, and beggars can't be choosers, but also what you're willing to deal with. And we think we're gonna be okay dealing with this. We'll probably have some seasickness. So I'm getting the seasickness meds out, but it's going to get us to Fort Pierce at a good time. We're going to meet up with our buddy boat finally, and then Sunday we're going to have really, really good calm seas to get to West Palm, because then a big storm rolls in and we would be stuck up here or at Fort Pierce, and we don't want to be. We want to be in West Palm. So, because that's where we also want to do some more repairs on the boat. So here we go. And as we were finishing tying everything down this morning, Josh lost his cell phone over the seas, so we're very, very bummed about that. And we are still just, it's okay. We have my phone and we have our 2 iPads, and we're gonna get to Fort Pierce with our buddy boat, and then we should have a really, really great smooth sail with our buddy boat tomorrow to West Palm, which is where we're trying to get for Christmas. So, goodbye, Port Canaveral. Here we go, leaving the port. Captain Josh, first real passage. There's our solar panels that we eventually have up on our boat. What? Here we go. Ride the tsunami. So you're on your sailboat and it's going. Okay. Now we're moving. We're gonna figure that out as soon as we clear. It's gonna be really rough seas today. We're gonna be safe, but the waves are it's not gonna be comfortable. So we're gonna be I'm gonna try to make you as comfortable as possible, because tomorrow it'll be worth it. We're gonna get to where we need to be. We're gonna be with our buddy boat, and then we'll have calm seas tomorrow going to West Palm, okay? But we gotta be brave, and we gotta just have patience, and we're gonna watch lots of movies, okay?
Yes, because today's...
We hope we will watch lots of movies. We'll see. Alright, we got the tummy issue bag out, the bug bite bag out, and the seasickness bag out. So we're locked and loaded. The kids are going to be hunkered down, probably here for most of the passage, watching movies and trying not to get sick. So we'll see. Almost out of the port. Whew. Alright, we did it. We're out of the channel. We're out in the open blue. Skylar's helping Dad navigate. The other 2 are in here watching. Where'd they go? There they are. Watching a show, because we said rough seas mean you get to be as comfortable, whatever that means to be comfortable. So it's TV day. It's also their TV Saturday, so it works out. And we'll see how long they last before they get seasick. Skylar's struggling with seasickness, but that's why she's out there with Dad. The other 2, we'll see how long the novelty lasts before it wears off, and they're just mad we're on a boat for the next 10 hours. But we only had one oil tanker yell at us over the radio because we were in his way, but we got out of the way, we were fine. And yeah, we had to go. Someone told us to go one way because we had to get out of the way of something else, but that put us in the way of the other guy. It's fine, we did it, we're fine. We got out, and over the next 10 hours, we're just doing this. So the sea state's all right, and it's going to be worth it. We really went back and forth and hemmed and hawed, and we're like, you know what, we're sailors now, and these are the decisions and the risk levels we got to figure out. And we decided that the risk of leaving in a more unsettled sea state was worth it to get to Fort Pierce tonight with our buddy boat. So we're grateful we did. It's been going all right. So pray prayers and blessings, and we're out on the freaking water. completed our dream. I'm at a loss. And we only lost Josh's really nice Phoenix Garmin watch and his cell phone this morning. So, you know, dreams come at a sacrifice and a cost, I guess. And Josh has taken a pretty big loss, but he made this dream happen. To celebrate the closing of our first homeschooling semester, I told the kids they could rip up their books and throw the paper into the ocean, because that's what you do as a yachty for garbage. You throw away natural waste like paper products and go into the ocean. So Reagan's the only one that's taking me up on it so far. Skylar's mega seasick and trying to keep her stomach. Reagan's throwing her homeschooling book into the ocean. Josh is joshing. Finn is spinning. Sam is just grateful. Well, I'm on watch and we're making good speed. We've been getting up to 8 knots, but averaging 7 knots, and we are about 4 hours out, it looks like. So we thought this would be a 10 to 11 hour sail, and we've shaved off a couple hours just with some things in our favor, which we're forever grateful for, since we got some sick kiddos, seasick kiddos and stuff. So just making our way along the Florida coastline and listening to all the Coast Guard chatter. So here we go. Now that we're on the boat for hours at a time, starting today, we have to teach Kramer how to go to the bathroom on the back sugar scoop over there, because that sugar scoop has a shower head that we can use shower head hose to clean it off with. And I've already tried once to take him over there to go, and he just kind of laid down, but we both think he really has to go, so Josh is now going to try. He's lifelining in first, and then we'll lifeline Kramer in, which is what I did earlier too. You know, safety first and all that jazz. And Kramer's been such a good boy, and he's still confused and all that. But so yeah, we'll see if he goes. But he desperately wants to be able to roam about the cabin, and he doesn't like that he can't. So we just don't trust him enough. Holy. Whew. I'm gonna walk right out the boat, but he'll figure it out. Just gotta show him. And Reagan has been napping most of this trip. Poor girl. Her body just needed this. She's been holding a lot of stress, like her mom and dad. She's an empathic little human who's incredible, and she has just crashed since we started sailing, which I'm grateful for. She clearly needs it, and wish us luck with Kramer over there. Tail. Alright, we'll see what happens. Well, we made it to our first anchorage with a very uneventful sail. It was beautiful. The waves were not nearly as bad. The sea state was not nearly as bad as we thought it was going to be. It was sunny, and everyone just vegged for the 8 hours-ish it took us. And Reagan took like a huge nap out in the cockpit in the sun, and
slept pretty good.
Josh got a nap, I got a nap, all the girls got seasick at some point, but we all got food in our tummies and some sleep, and that
maybe
helped.
One of us threw up.
Well, yeah, but we don't even talk about it.
I'm just saying,
But we got some sea legs under us. We got some confidence in sailing. We were no more than like 8 miles offshore, so you could always see land. and we made it to Fort Pierce tonight, but as we entered the channel to come into Fort Pierce, which is a little turbulent, hi, we don't hang on that, okay? We lost one of our propellers.
Yeah, I think.
So we lost one of our props, and Josh is gonna go dive with our friends to go check the other props. But we've
never thought I would be happy to say it was a lost prop, because I thought the transmission was gone.
Yeah. And that would have probably broken us. We have a lot going on tonight. So we come in, the channel is really gnarly, but we're doing fine. We see them on the dinghy. They're coming to guide us through the channel because it's super narrow, to the bridge that we have to go under and stuff like that. And like literally as soon as they get to us, our starboard engine just entirely loses basically steering. So we are full blown panicking, but I get Jeremy on the phone and he hops on our boat with us. He's navigating with our one working side, our port side, and Josh is investigating, looking at the engine, trying to figure out what's going on. And Josh thinks that it's a transmission issue, which, like you just said. So Jeremy navigates us to anchoring while Josh is trying to figure everything out. And then Amber helps show me how to drop the anchor because I've never done it before. So she's on the front of the boat with me. We're figuring it out together in real time because it's the first time we've anchored. And so she's teaching me and showing me. We get anchored, we get stuck, we're right by them. And then I put the kids in the salon and they're watching TV. And Amber lets me take Kramer on their dinghy to shore, and Kramer gets to go to the bathroom because he wouldn't go today. Still training him on how to go on the boat. So we got Kramer walked and he went to the bathroom. And now I'm trying to figure out dinner for them because we're running power on generates. Well, we're running power with our generators. Generates. And yeah, so this is boat life, and we are sharpening iron, and Heavenly Father was definitely looking out for us today because we had such a beautiful sail and we were safe and we ran the engines the whole time. We motor sailed and we were fine because we can't really use our sails right now because our solar panels are strapped to the top. And we were missing, or we don't have our head sail up yet. That, like, the moment we had an issue, we had our friends there. They got us where we are, and now they're diving with Josh to make sure our other propeller's on tight. And it is so sad though, because we literally just bought new propellers for our boat. Like, these are brand new, but to Josh's point, we know how to fix this. We know the cost, and that's a big deal for us. So boating life, sailing life takes no prisoners, and the blessing is that we have people in our lives and angels in our lives helping us, and we're going to be able to make it to West Palm tomorrow, which is our goal. And it's a shorter sail, and we're going to be able to get there, and we're going to anchor there, and we're there for several days, and it'll be good, and we're going to get things figured out and keep pushing forward because dreams ain't easy. But it's always ride the tsunami.
I'll ask Amber to bring it over. Just use a tape measure since we're on this side.
Like that.
Thank you, honey.
Careful.
We're foggy.
But at least check your other side. Hey, you want your wrench?
Yeah.
Pipe wrench.
Didn't get that. Could you try again?
Checking out the prop situation.
There's the... Not yet. Alright, you take the hammer.
All the way to Canaveral.
I hope that mask is okay. That one came with the boat, but like we have his.
And so this is 75 feet. You could dive down 75 feet with the...
Well, in a shocking and devastating and ridiculous emotion turn of events,
You were yelling.
why is this so blurry?
We're down.
we lost both of our props, and apparently
I cannot believe
we did it! We lost
do it right.
both of our props, not just one of the new props. We lost both of the new props, and going in reverse for some reason caused that. So we anchored and then realized the wind was going to turn and we would have no ability to control our boat. So once again, our angel friends, hi sis, said let's buddy boat up. So we literally just moved as an entire unit our boat with 2 dinghies to their boat without any issues, and are now bumpered up to them with their BB anchor. So tonight, if the wind changes, we're not just drifting and gonna run into anything.
I've been telling you that like for the last couple times.
And
It just doesn't fall.
We freaking did it.
California. I have some other
Holy,
friends that do this. They've been doing it for
so many emotions. I don't know how to process tonight. Yeah?
If I hook into a fish, I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Whoa, that's crazy.
We got pizza. Throw in the pizza. We got that toast. Just sit there and kind of just reel it real slow and just kind of like jig it out of the water. Hey, look. Hey, bud. What's
Finn.
your name? Finn. You see your 2 front fingers? They go on the reel right there. Go up a little more. There you go.
Oh, split it.
Front.
Split it.
There you go. And then look, you're going to do 1 reel, 1 reel, 1 jig. 1 reel, 1 jig. Nice and slow. Think if you were the fish. You wouldn't want somebody janking out of your mouth real quick. You'd want something that was like, wow, what's that?
Wait, what if you got a big? Wait, what if you got a needle? What if you got a needlefish on your line?
We named one eyes in the side so that looked like it had 2 eyes on it. We named one.
Well, 2 pairs of eyes. Really? Oh, you got a catfish!
Biggie caught a fish! Yeah! This is ginormous! You got it!
ginormous.
Good job, Ray.
Hold it right there. Let me get my flag.
Good job, Ray.
Hey,
Dude, get yours!
That's awesome.
You want a picture with your catfish?
Look at you,
So
sis.
I want you guys to know these catfish that come out of the river here, if there's spines right here,
Oh,
or
there's
there's
spines
sides,
right there.
if they stick you, it'll make you feel sick to your stomach. Any other fish is fine.
I don't want to be
But
sick.
these
Oh,
catfish,
yeah.
these catfish will make you sick. You want a picture? Hey, you want a picture?
Awesome, Ray. Good job. Well, trying to hold it together because we got anchored and Josh and our buddies dove to look at what happened with our propeller and went to go check on the other one, and it is also gone. So we have no propellers. So we are in not a good place. But I just cannot stress the people that we have become friends with have been above and beyond incredible. They let us borrow all their diving gear so we could check the props, and now we're literally tied to them, so you can see all those videos. Because since we don't have propellers, we can't deal with wind shifts at anchor, so we had to put the anchor back up. And then with their dinghy and our dinghy, and literally everyone, we as a team pushed our boat to theirs, so now we're cinched up nice and tight next to them, so if the wind shifts, now their anchor's holding both of our boats. And we knew we bought an old boat, but these were brand new propellers, and we don't know what happened, and why they didn't stay on and we're in the water, and it is Sunday tomorrow and nothing is open. And so now we're trying to figure out what to do because we were supposed to go to West Palm tomorrow. And we're radioing the bridge right now to see if we can get towed.
It's on the board out there, which we can't see from inside here. I think 45 feet be acceptable. Hold on. I wish I could see the board. They've got the fenders all moved now. You can't see. You can't even see a sign from here. We're a catamaran looking to pull through a side tie around.
We're gonna side tie, hopefully, out of this inlet. And we
just outside the North Fort Pierce Bridge.
probably are gonna
Our side tie vessel has no props.
side tie with them, and then we will get towed by our friends down to Palm Spring or West Palm, because it will be a better we are I can't think with them talking to the bridge director. They're gonna tell us there. We think that that's the best option, and our friends are going above and beyond, and they're like, we're not leaving you. We're stuck here until we get you out of here. So we're gonna figure this out, just like we continue figuring things out.
Josh is trying really hard to be a pirate and uses sails.
I can't though, yeah. Not right now.
I mean, at least you guys can still steer. You just don't have power. So, I mean, it could be way worse. You could have power and no
Our rudders and our propellers could both be gone.
We could have nothing. We could have this thing that just sits and like a barge.
But then what do you
Essentially
have?
what it is right now.
The experience.
I
It's a
still
good
think
experience.
everything
That's
happens
why I
for
go to church.
I agree.
All right, so December 20th, 2025 was one of the, if not the scariest day of our life. Specifically since starting this boating adventure. And it was our very first day. It was the day we finally set sail. And this video that just played of all of our footage, I don't think it quite does it justice. And I want to document for our children and for us to be able to look back and remember. There's a lot of footage that wasn't actually captured because in the moment we weren't thinking we need to capture this footage. We were thinking we need to protect our family and we need to get through this situation without injury or worse. So we started off our day super early in the morning. Josh lost his phone in the ocean as we were getting ready, prepping the boat to leave. We left Port Canaveral finally and set sail, motored all the way down to Fort Pierce. And it was beautiful, like I said, and that was most of our day. It was a beautiful day. We were happy. It was amazing. And we were going to spend one night in Fort Pierce and then go on our merry way to West Palm as we worked our way down to the Florida Keys eventually. We enter the channel at Fort Pierce and it's pretty crazy, and we're brand new to going into this channel. It's rough waters and there's a lot of boat traffic. And as we said, we threw the boat into reverse because someone cut in front of us and we lost steering on our right side engine. And our buddy boat was right there in their dinghy because miraculously they were right there with us. They came out to meet us to lead us to where they were because they were further into the channel. So they wanted us to be able to find them. And so much divine intervention happened from the moment we hit just this entire day and every day since. We had guardian angels watching out for us, and our Heavenly Father was watching out for us this day in particular. So we lose power. I get on the phone with our buddy boat who's in the dinghy next to us and say, I need you, if you can. There was multiple people in their dinghy. I need you to get on this boat with us and help us. So he got on the boat with us. We told him what was going on. So he took over navigating the boat because we still had propulsion and steering from the left side. So we could still navigate, get into the channel, and get to our anchorage. While Josh was looking around trying to figure out what the heck was going on. We get all the way to our anchorage and they help us set the anchor, and Josh rules out our worst case scenario issue was that our transmission went out. And because like we said in the video, we would have called it quits right there and never even gotten started on this journey. He figures out that what happened is we lost the prop on the right side, one of our brand new props. So he then is like, okay, I'm going to dive into the water. We're anchored now and we're next to our buddy boats. We're safe. The channel, all that's behind us. And we're just so relieved that it's not a bigger issue. Like, it's just a prop. We can find a new prop. So he then goes and dives. We're like, go check the other prop. Make sure that whatever we think happened to this one is not going to happen to the other one. And when he comes out of the water, the second prop's gone too. And our best guess, and we're almost positive, is when we threw the boat into reverse to drive the anchor in, when you anchor, that popped the second propeller off, but we didn't really notice it because we were already there and anchored and all that jazz. So we are now completely stuck inside the Fort Pierce anchorage without props. So we cannot propel ourselves forward. We have rudders, we have sails, kind of. We can't really use our sails at the moment. We have engines that work. We cannot go forward or backward without wind and sail now. And we're not getting out of that anchorage. We are now completely stuck. We're going into the weekend. It's the 20th, 5 days before Christmas. And the high of the morning is now the deepest, darkest low that you can imagine us feeling. And the fact that we had people there to guide us the whole way, and it was our fault that the props went off. We put the props on wrong. It's just an answer to a prayer we didn't know we needed to say that day to protect us. But the next scary thing comes about, which is we wanted to leave to West Palm the very next day because a storm was coming, and we hemmed and hawed about maybe they should just tow us to West Palm so we can get out of Fort Pierce and get to where it's prettier and nicer and the water's cleaner. And we ultimately decided after sleeping on it that we wouldn't do that. But before we even got to that decision, we now had our boat anchored. And we had no ability, if our anchor drug or if we were going to swing into something, to correct that because we didn't have props and a storm was coming. And so with, again, the help of our friends, our buddy boat, and the friends that were visiting them on their boat, Josh got in our dinghy and our buddy boat got in their dinghy, and some people stayed on their boat and I was on our boat. And with the two dinghies tied, one at the bow and one at the stern of our boat, we pulled the anchor back up without engine or propulsion. We just pulled it. We were able to get the anchor up because it was super calm that night. Another answered prayer. And I instructed them on our boat, and we pushed our 47-foot catamaran with both dinghies to our buddy boat. And we had all of our bumpers out, all of our fenders out. They had these massive sausage fenders that they put out as well. And the idea was we were going to make like a flotilla. We were going to tie up to them because we believed their anchor could hold both of our boats through the storm. And then we could rely on them to get us out of harm's way if we were tied to them. So it's dark outside. It's at night. We have all of our lights on, all the spotlights on. And it was a calm, beautiful night. And we safely and first try were able to dinghy our boat sideways across the water to our buddy boat and tie off. And then we were safe for now, but we now had a bunch of decisions to make, a bunch of pieces to figure out, and a bunch of plans we are about to ruin. And that will be for our next video. But our family cannot stress enough that our entire sailing journey has been just a testament of our Heavenly Father's love for us, that God knows us and He knows what we need. And we have thought 9 ways to Sunday. We should have stayed. We shouldn't have gone to Fort Pierce that day. We should have worked on the boat longer in the boatyard. We should have, like, all of these what ifs and should have dones. But at the end of the day, we never would have caught that prop issue, we don't think. And if we would have left at any other time, our boat could have been completely slammed up against the side of the channel in Fort Pierce. We could have literally been stuck with no one else to help us. And our buddy boat was supposed to go to the Bahamas actually a couple of days before. They were like, hey, we're just gonna go, there's a good weather window, and series of events happened where they actually weren't able to go. So if nothing else, it has been such a divine testament to us that our Heavenly Father knew and put people in place for us to protect us on our very first day we set sail. So like I said, the 20th was full of the biggest highs and the biggest lows. And we are so grateful to God for protecting us, for protecting our boat, for protecting and for putting these people where they needed to be at the exact moment we needed them, so that we could safely tie up to them. And you will see how the rest of that unfolds in our next video next Sunday. We also just want to say and remember and give a very special shout out, thank you to our buddy boat, to Jeremy and Amber, to them for helping keep us calm, to Jeremy for when he got on our boat and was sitting next to me at the helm seat, for looking right into my eyes and saying, I'm going to get you safely to our anchorage, while Josh was investigating. Once we got to the anchorage, for Amber letting me use their dinghy and taking me and Kramer out the boat so Kramer could finally go to the bathroom. And then for the rest of what transpired that night, these guys and their friends who didn't even know us stepped it up, and they gave our kids their fishing poles and taught our kids how to fish, and our kids developed an incredible love of fishing from that night. And they made us pizza, and they brought over bug stuff because the mosquitoes were really bad, and they sat with us, and they were like, we're not leaving you guys, we're stuck with you until you figure this out. And they did not need to do that at all. They didn't. We say that they're our buddy boat, and they truly are, and we're like blood brother buddy boats, but we really don't know, like, we hardly know these people, and they are giving up vacation time in West Palm for us and giving up a level of privacy by being rafted to us, although we admittedly both thought that was pretty awesome and fun. And they just, that night and the days after that, the next few days after that, they stepped it up and helped Josh and I, gave us space to like work through what we had just experienced and problem solve and figure out what our next steps are going to be. And they took our kids and they let them go paddleboarding with their gear and fish with their gear. And words cannot describe, and we have told them thank you 1,000 times over, but there's nothing more we can say than thank you. So we are true believers in buddy boats, and we are so, so grateful to them for what they did for us that night and the rest of the days in Fort Pierce, and to their friends who were visiting them, whose vacation we ruined by not being able to go to West Palm the next day, for their kindness and good-natured souls. And we were not deserving, and we are just, like I said, we are just grateful. And the sailing community is amazing. So I'm gonna stop crying now. And I know that it's been said too many times already, but you know what I'm gonna say. Ride the tsunami.